What's going on, everybody? Slang Dutchman here, and today it's a weird day. We were deciding to work on this car, and then Roelof is here.
Hello.
So we decided to work on this car, and then some people in the Discord were like, "Oh, you're gonna be working on that car?" And then, "Yeah, I'll drop by as well." And then more people were like, "Well, if you're gonna drop by, then I can drop by as well." And then it almost started to be like sort of a mini meet, and I was like, "Hold up, I want to be doing something today. I want to make some progression." But the work on this car has been going so good, so fast, that basically I was like, yeah, let's just make that mini meet happen and just invite some people over. So, as you can see, we've taken the cars out, leave that on the hoist. The bad part is it's very, very windy. So if the microphone has a little bit of wind noise, I'm sorry. Roelof is here with his 480. Got my cars out, rolled those out. He is actually the old previous owner of that car. Small little world. But yeah, just lined a few cars up. More will arrive soon. But since Roelof has he challenged me for the Eland Run, which is like a Volvo only event, to do like a time attack time trail thing. And then his 480 versus my 740 Volvo. This is a turbo model. This is running close to 200 horsepower and it's like 200-300 kilograms less. So I don't really have a chance on paper, but I'm gonna run semi-slicks and the course is very small, very bendy, like with cones and stuff. Thomas is arriving. But because of that, I'm hoping that he cannot stretch his legs and I might be able to beat him. Or at least come close and make it somewhat of a competition, so that's gonna be fun. But for now, the problem is he has a steering pump that failed, which we need to replace, so he can actually race. Because without that, there's not gonna be a race, so let's help the competition. Hello! So, buddy Remco arrived and he had some leakage on his window and he was like, well, I'm just gonna get some sealant and just seal it up. So he's working on that, and this whole meeting is like, this is the pre-meet. He's working on his car. We're still working on the Volvo because we changed out the pump. This was the new pump, we put it in, and when we took the old pump out, it turned out that one of the bolts has backed out and basically hitting the pulley itself, which gave the weird noise and sometimes maybe even catching the pulley, not turning the power steering pump, giving him no power steering. So that was the whole issue. We put the new pulley in, but apparently, or the new pump, but that's from a late model, or this is a late model, early model, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. The offset was different, so it was not lining up with the rest of the pulleys. So we tightened the original bolt back on and put the original power steering pump back on. He's now tightening everything, so then it should be working. Meanwhile, Naro is working hard on his car. He doesn't want any rust anymore, so now he's like, fuck it, let's let's go. He's seeing the process and he's like, okay, I want this car back and clean and perfect. Well, near perfect. Nice, man. So this pre-meet started off as like DIY, work on your car. Thomas, where's your car?
It's around the corner.
Hey, behind. Thomas, where's your Thomas?
Yeah, you can work on this thing. Look at all the rust.
Fuck that shit, I'll be chilling in the sun.
Look at all the rust. You need to fix that.
Fix that.
Yeah, clean those wheels, make them white again. Look at.
So you're saying me
Does
I
it
need to put money in this instead of my car?
No, not money, just some time and effort. Because sandpaper we have, primer and stuff. How much money you think is a paint job for this with just some rattle cans and make it pretty again?
If I'm gonna paint this, I'm gonna paint this exact the same color again.
That's kind of cool, but a hard color to do. Well, nowadays you can just get this in a rattle can. But this rear wheel should be just as the front wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
It's gonna get black anyways. Harm it.
And meanwhile, I'm just running around commenting stupid shit and helping everyone left and right. Hopefully it will be somewhat done when everyone arrives, and then just chill with some friends. So then more and more people start to show up. We actually have a nice S13 here. Look at this, for all you American viewers, there's an uncracked dash for you. He's been working on it, but they need it. So we got the Rice Mobile out as well. Then this thing showed up. Look how good this looks. The owner of this is a body repair guy, so I'm not surprised that this thing looks pretty immaculate. This is very sick. I'll send Roelof with the big camera to do some nice beauty shots. Then the owner of the silver E36 has another one that he now uses as a daily until the other one is fixed. Also, look at the wind. You see the dust? Yeah, I know you can't see the wind, but like the dust that is blowing up, it's so inconvenient. But oh well. What else is there? There's a little Golf, or as the American market calls them, a Rabbit, I think. Mark II.
My old habit.
Your old habit or your old rabbit?
Yeah. I had 3 of these.
Back in the day I wasn't a big fan of them, but now they're old enough to sort of be cool. Start to like them. Would not really.
I bought one without thinking it was
Still
a cool
not my
car,
style.
and then I was like, oh, damn, this is actually a pretty cool car.
It's not really my style to own one, but I appreciate them a lot more than back in the day. So yeah, more cars starts to fill up. That Volvo is fixed. Let's do a little test run in this thing. And then the missus arrived in the Volvo, the other one. This is gonna be an epic battle, these two. If you don't know, check out my Instagram, Roelof. He challenged me to do a battle. He has more horsepower and is lighter, but it's a tight course where he can't really stretch his legs. I'm less horsepower, more heavy, but I'm running semi-slick, so hopefully it's sort of a Gymkhana style course. Let's see how close of a competition it can be. I think Remco's I think he's done sealing up the window.
Yeah. The dust is great, man.
Oh yeah, the dust is a great touch. But other than that, bro, does not look that bad.
It's dry.
It's already drying. Don't.
It's dry-ish.
Don't find a wet spot and rip it open. It's so clean. It's good.
Yeah, but I hate the dust from now on.
Kinda. Then of course we have my drift car here, but it's been out of commission a little bit. Been drifted it a few videos back, but it needs to get MOT'd and I can drive it again. But there's just so much work to do with all the cars of other friends and simple jobs in between that I barely have time for my own cars. I just need to get all those projects done, and then when those are done I can finally start focusing on my own rides, and hopefully the content will be better. But let's see what else shows up. And then Roelof is gonna do some beauty shots. So I got offered a little test drive. Now if you can see here, there's a button here that says Info Center. And you can twist that knob, and then inside the gauge it says like the kilometers, the range. What's this?
Fuel average. Fuel incident.
Oh wait, that's what it, yeah, there. You know, is it fuel average, speed average, 46? What a pussy. Range, oil temperature, engine temperature.
Yeah, water.
Or that's and yeah, the coolant. And then exterior, so outside temperature. That's so cool. You have everything built in, and it's just factory original. And then you have these
Factory gauges.
factory gauges. All right, let's give this a little test rip.
Yeah.
Because of the loose suspension, it also like squats a little bit. It squats a little bit, which is kind of fun. That makes the experience go faster than it actually is. I'm not saying that it's a slow car, because it's pretty rapid for what it is. That's fourth gear. Man, I need to fix my turbo.
Oh, those seats are really loose. It's the first time someone else drives my car, so...
Well, and the suspension, so... Well, my suspension is loose as well. But my center of gravity is lower. 3, 2, 1. Nice. But let's see. My chances are, I feel my chances are now more slim to none.
Well, the problem is I probably cannot use the power.
That is true, but then again you're in first and second gear mostly. So it's short gear, so there's still...
It's gonna be interesting.
It's definitely gonna be interesting. Until we do one run and we see that there's like 20 seconds difference, it's like, this is not interesting. So once again, Timon dropped by and showed me his Volvo. I drove this thing last time, but it was a different engine. That one blew up. This one is built a little bit better. And he invited me to drive it and to just launch it a little bit. Not gonna clutch kick it, but like rolling, first gear, lift up that nose. This thing is unbelievable, man. The sounds, the feels. And then this is a heavy, big ass Volvo with 4 people in it. And it just moves.
Fucking zin game.
Wel beautiful.
Red blown turbo. I hope I have this car on video in the daylight when he came, because the engine is just immaculate. How nice and clean and new everything is. This does not do it justice. But I think Roulard has made some beautiful shots. But yeah, but at least thank you for showing me your ride and let me drive it. It's an expensive build, an expensive car, so it's not just I'm still shaking, and like the half of it is cold and half of it is experience. Not actually that cold, I'm just shaking because of this. It's so good, man. And just like that, they're leaving.
Gonna change your mind.